good morning. My name is Tom. I come to you from the Rustic log cabin in northern Maine. Welcome to my cabin today. Pour yourself a cup of coffee. Sit down at my table. I've got the wood stove going over here in the cabin. Nice and warm now. It was chilly this morning when I got up. It was 28 degrees in here.
Looking down the driveway, there's my fish house, laid over. Got a top over it for the night. We had a little snowstorm last night. I'm just taking you out off the porch there, give you a view from what I see when I first get up in the morning. It's about, I don't know, 10 degrees, something like that, this morning after the snowstorm. So it's a little bit chilly. One of the things I really like doing, standing here on the front porch, is looking down the driveway. You just never know what you might see coming across that driveway. Sometimes I get to see, I've seen a moose, I've seen coyotes, I always see deer. So it's one of my favorite activities is to just sit here by. You can hear that stove behind me. I have it roaring and the front door wide open.
Here's the start of the new fish house. That's the set of skis that I picked up. That'll hook on right behind the snowmobile. I can't remember the exact measurements, but that should make a really nice one-man fish house with heat, cooking facilities, everything I need. I picked that framework up for $50. So now I'll be modifying it to fit the fish house, and I will have it up and ready by the time the ice has formed on the lake.
What I need to do to modify this set of skis is I need to cut those 4 corner posts off and remove that piece of plywood, make it as light as possible to get started. I know a minute ago I said it would be a one-man fish house. It's actually a 2-man fish house. I misspoke, but too hard to go back and straighten it out. But here we go, we're starting the new fish house.
There's the foundation of the new fish house. Skis and floor deck all framed up. Over on the back of the pickup is the floor that I will be lugging over here shortly. Tomorrow's another day. Time to get firewood and kindling. We got a snowstorm coming. Well, good evening. It's the end of my first day at the cabin. Get yourself a cup of coffee. I wish you could smell the inside of this cabin tonight. I've got a homemade chili simmering over there on the stove, and boy does it smell good. It's in a 12-inch cast iron kettle. I made a big one so I can eat on it for, I'm looking at 3 days anyways, so that'll be nice. I won't have to cook tomorrow night. But what I got accomplished up here at the cabin today, I've been working on the new fish house. As you probably saw, I've got the base completely finished. So tomorrow, if we don't get hit, we're supposed to get a snowstorm. So if we don't get hit with a big snowstorm, tomorrow I'll start framing up the walls. And that'll get, right now the floor's in, the jigging hole is in, the floor is completely finished. So it won't take me long to build walls. I got the plexiglass in the cabin next to the wood stove. That's some of my windows are going to be plexiglass. You got to warm it up. You can't cut it when it's below zero. You got to cut it, and then you can cut it on table saw pretty easy. I got to go stir the chili and throw the onions in. I've been simmering the onions on another burner because I don't like them overcooked, so I get them right where I want them, and then I put them into the chili from there. So I'm gonna kick back in the easy chair, put my feet up, get that fire over there crackling away. It's supposed to be a cold night. So I'll see you in the morning and we'll discuss what tomorrow's gonna be. It'll be more fish house, I'm hoping. And if it's not, well, I'll show you a snowstorm. Well, good morning. If you haven't got a cup of coffee, get yourself a cup of coffee. I woke up this morning to a pleasant surprise here at the cabin. I thought it was coming, but I wasn't quite sure because I don't really get a weather forecast up here. But last night I went out and I looked up at the moon, and it had one of those rings around it. Normally, I believe that means snow. So I got up this morning, and by goodness, it was snowing. So I woke up, looked out the window, and it was snowing to beat the band. The cabin was pretty cold because I don't keep a fire in here at night. But it's 65 in here now, so we've warmed up quite nicely today. So. But it was probably, I was here around 30 degrees in the cabin when I got up this morning. Well, there's the new fish house. all framed up. I got a couple more pieces to put on the roof, and then it'll be time to put the skin on it.
What you're looking at here is the second seat in the fish house, making this a two-man fish house. And you can see the little square cover in the bottom. If you don't put that cover in, it will fill up with snow when you drag it down the lake. So ask me how I've learned that. It's from forgetting to put that cover in there. These two boards right here that I'm putting in, they are for my cable for making this YouTube friendly. These are a removable table that I can put in just like you would do in a camper, and I will be able to mount a camera up there so that you guys can come along for a live stream. That's my plan, is to have a live stream out there, as well as to be able to take some videos from the fish house. And welcome to my neck of the woods. I thought that you guys might enjoy that little sign. That's welcome in, and let's have a cup of coffee at the old cabin. And I will get that crackling fire crackling, and we will pour a hot cup of coffee. Just in case you was curious about what the bottom of a fish house looks like, well, here's the view from what the fish is going to see on his way up through the ice hole. I don't know, I think it looks kind of nice down there. And here is the fish house completely framed up. Getting ready to put the canvas on it. It'll actually be a heavy duty tarp. This thing is super light. I've been building this style fish house for better than 10 years. This is the crack of dawn and the sun is peeking through the trees. This is a wonderful time to be at the cabin. I absolutely love the sun when it sparkles off my fir trees out front.